This is a 9th age battle between highborn elves and Sylvan elves. A refused flank and 2 secure targets. This troll, frozen by the sun, and on the other hand, this dragon statue, which the highborn elves will try to control, according to their legends. The Sylvan elves have dropped 9 skirmishing Dryads and their 25 forest guards. Highborn elves are dropping like crazy as well, behind the impassable terrain. 1 unit at a time. The units in the middle are not deployed yet. These are 2 sky sloops dropped by the highborn elves player, 1 and 1. The ones in the middle are still not dropped, and the Sylvan elves player has dropped blade dancers and wildwood riders. After that, the highborn elves player chooses to drop all and go for the first turn. This is how the highborn elves player dropped all. Knights of Rima, the general in a chariot, the archers and one of the flame phoenixes, the other one and his spearmen. They're just by their objective. The Sylvan elves chose to scout, but they scout in the rear. Sylvan pathfinders. And the sentinels. And here is the large horde of Dryads with 2 matriarchs. So they're deploying heavy on the flank instead. The highborn elves are advancing. They are smart and not stupid. Coming across the crest of the hill against the pathfinders. And the Knights of Rima seem to be hiding from the pathfinders. On highborn elf, who got turn 1, one of the flame phoenixes which you saw, flanked out of sight of the Dryad unit, the Dryad horde. The highborn elves shuffle around. An erring strike is dispelled in the magic phase. Fate's judgment goes off on the treeman, but does no wounds because of the armor. The sky sloops shoot down 3 pathfinders and they flee. And 7 forest guards are shot down by archers and characters with magic bows.
The fire phoenix is out of line of sight of the Dryad unit on the far left.
So no charges in Sylvan Elf's turn 1 coming up. The pathfinders rally and the other troops reorganize. The forest guards go into the forest along with the Dryads. They try to get off treesinging 3 times, was dispelled twice and failed the 3rd time on 1 die. The sentinels shoot 1 wound off this flame phoenix, and that's that for Sylvan Elf's turn 1. It's a battle of movement every time between the elves. This is positional warfare. That didn't sound good. Positional warfare. Very dependent on positions. Strategic warfare, one might just as well say. The high elves try to swoop around or sky sloop around on this side. They shoot down the last 2 pathfinders. Magic does 2 wounds on the treeman. And the fire phoenixes do 5 wounds, swooping flames across the Dryads. The general comes into chaff in the field. He might not have a good time if he wants to charge out of the field. With dangerous terrain. doesn't matter. You just heard the legendary discipline of the highborn elves. The Sylvan elves move up. The Dryads turn around towards the flame phoenixes in the forest. The blade dancers come up and the forest guards advance out of the forest with the Dryads and Treeman, who has 4 wounds left now. And the highborn elves are stranded on this flank, but they'll be advancing quickly with fast troops in their turn
3.
3. The Flame Phoenixes, Spearmen and Lion Chariot General charge the Dryads. They wipe them out, they auto-break. Flame Phoenixes catch them. Right here. Sylvan Elves turn 3, and this will be the last turn, because it's a late game. On Sylvan Elf turn 3, the Dryads charge into the Flame Phoenix, the blue one, and the BSB drops magic acorns, so they stand in the forest and are stubborn. The 9 Dryads, 3 of them are left here. The Wildwood Riders charged the flank of the red Flame Phoenix, killed it, overran into the blue one. They would probably have killed the blue one as well, and would have overrun into the Spearmen if they had high enough, maybe into the Elven General as well. But we just ended the battle there, on a bloody note from both sides.